There is a moment so quiet, so subtle, so easily missed, yet it decides everything between a man and a woman. It is not when she smiles, not when she laughs at your jokes, not even when she says she likes you. Those things are polite. The real moment, the dangerous moment, the moment when her heart has already surrendered, is when she lets you touch one specific part of her body, because a woman's body does not lie. Her mouth can, her words can, but her body never. And when she gives you access to this one place, she is not just letting you touch her, she is letting you inside her emotional world. And once a woman opens that door, she rarely closes it again. Women do not experience touch the way men do. For a man, touch is physical. For a woman, touch is psychological. Every place you touch on her body sends a message to her nervous system. Am I safe? Am I seen? Am I desired? Am I emotionally connected? That is why most women are comfortable with casual touch. A hug, a handshake, a playful nudge, these things are harmless. But there is one area she guards with her soul, because that place is where her vulnerability lives, it is where fear lives, desire lives, attachment lives. And when she allows you there, it means she is no longer protecting herself from you. She is opening herself to you. It is not what most men think. It is not her lips. It is not her waist. It is not even her hand. The place that reveals everything is her neck, the side of her neck, the back of her neck, that soft hollow just below her ear. That is where her heartbeat rises. That is where her skin is thinnest. That is where her nervous system is most exposed. When a woman allows a man near her neck, her body interprets it as emotional surrender. This is not poetic. This is biological. The neck is where predators attack, where danger enters, where life is protected. So when she lets you touch it, her subconscious is saying, I trust you with my safety. And for a woman, trust is more intimate than sex. When your fingers drift near her neck, when your hand brushes her collarbone, when you lean close to whisper, there are only two reactions. Either she stiffens or she softens. If she stiffens, you are still outside her emotional world. But if she softens, if her shoulders drop, if her breathing changes, that is not politeness, that is desire. That is her nervous system relaxing into you. That is her saying, I want you here. And once a woman's nervous system associates you with comfort and arousal at the same time, she becomes emotionally attached. Most men chase kisses. But kisses can be impulsive, kisses can be playful, kisses can be meaningless. Neck touch is different. It activates what psychologists call limbic bonding. This is the same system that bonds a mother to a baby, a lover to a partner, a woman to a man she cannot forget. When you touch her neck gently, slowly, with intention, her brain releases oxytocin, the hormone of trust, the hormone of attachment. So even if she tries to be rational, even if she tells herself not to fall, her body has already chosen you. A woman will not give you her neck easily. She will test you. She will see, do you respect her space? Do you rid her body? Do you push or do you wait? Men who rush, men who grab, men who take, they fail the test. But a man who stays calm, who is present, who lets the moment build, that man becomes irresistible. Because patience signals power, and women are biologically drawn to men who can hold emotional tension. This is the signal most men miss when a woman is talking to you, and she tilts her head slightly, exposing the side of her neck. She's not just listening, she is inviting. It is her body saying, you can come closer. And if you lean in slowly, and she does not move away, she has already chosen you, she is just waiting for you to realize it. When a woman associates you with that neck-level intimacy, she begins to crave you in silence. She will replay the moment, the closeness, the warmth, the way her body felt near yours. And the brain cannot forget what made it feel safe and alive at the same time. That is how attachment forms, not from big gestures, but from small, intimate moments that felt personal. After this happens, she starts texting more. She starts thinking about you more. She becomes emotionally open. Because she is no longer protecting herself, you cross the invisible line, and women do not cross back. Once a man enters her nervous system, he stays there. A man who understands this does not beg, does not over-explain, does not try to impress. He lets moments build. He lets silence work because he knows the right touch at the right time or creates more desire than 1,000 words. If she lets you touch her neck, slowly, softly, without resistance, she is not almost yours. She already is. Her heart just hasn't caught up yet. And once a woman gives you her neck, she is no longer playing. She is emotionally naked with you, and that is more powerful than anything physical. When a woman allows you near her neck, it is rarely sudden. It builds quietly and visibly long before your hand ever moves. First, she becomes still when you are close. Stillness is not boredom. Stillness is attention. Her body is listening to you even when her mouth is not. She stops fidgeting. Her shoulders lower. Her breathing changes just slightly. That is the moment when her subconscious has already decided that you are not a threat. And for a woman, that decision is everything. Most men think attraction is created by saying the right things, but women fall through what they feel, not what they hear. They feel the calm in your presence. They feel the steadiness in your voice. They feel the way you do not rush to take something from them. That calm begins to soften the part of her that is always on guard. Women are taught from a young age that the world is not safe, so their bodies are always tense, even when they smile. When you stand near her and she does not tense you, you are already doing something very rare. You are making her feel emotionally held, and that is what opens her. A woman's neck is connected directly to her vulnerability. It is where she feels her pulse. It is where she feels fear. It is where she feels closeness. So before she ever lets you touch it, she must first feel that you will not harm her emotionally. That is why men who try to be aggressive fail. They make her alert. But a man who is grounded, who speaks slowly, who does not need her reaction, he makes her relax. Relaxation is the gateway to desire. You can watch this happen when she leans slightly closer to hear you. When she tilts her head, when you speak, when her neck becomes exposed without her realizing it, that is her body saying yes before her mind does. Women do not consciously invite intimacy. Their bodies do. They show you their soft places only when they feel safe, and safety is seductive. When you move closer and she stays, when you lower your voice and she listens, when your presence makes her slow down, you are already inside her emotional space. This is when the moment becomes delicate, because this is where men either become unforgettable or invisible. You do not grab her, you do not rush, you do not make it obvious, you let the moment breathe. Your hand might brush near her collarbone, your fingers might graze the air near her neck, and you watch. If she moves away, you respect it. If she stays, if she does not flinch, that is her invitation. A woman who wants you will not pull back, she will subtly lean in. And that is when something very powerful happens. Her nervous system begins to associate you with safety and closeness. That is how emotional bonding starts. It does not start with passion. It starts with comfort. And when comfort becomes intimate, desire becomes deep. That is why when you finally touch her neck, softly, slowly, without pressure, her entire body responds. Not because of the touch, but because of what the touch represents. It says, I am letting you close. And closeness is what women crave most. Her skin there is sensitive, her pulse is there. Her breath changes, you will feel it before you even see it. And when she does not move away, when she lets your hand stay, she is not just allowing you to touch her, she is allowing you to affect her emotionally. That is the moment she stops being guarded. From that moment on, you are no longer just a man she knows. You are a man her body recognizes. And a woman never forgets a man her body recognizes. She may pretend, she may resist, she may try to be logical, but her nervous system remembers. It remembers how she felt near you. It remembers the warmth, it remembers the closeness. That is why after this moment, she starts thinking about you more. She starts replaying the interaction. Not because of what you did, but because of how you made her feel. Women become attached to feelings, not actions. And when you create that feeling near her neck, you anchor yourself inside her emotional memory. That is why this is so powerful. It is not about control. It is not about manipulation. It is about understanding how women bond. They bond through vulnerability. And the neck is where vulnerability lies. When she lets you there, she has already opened the door. Everything else that happens later is just her mind catching up to what her body already decided. After that moment, after she let you close enough to feel her breath, to feel the warmth of her skin near her neck, something inside her shifts. She may not talk about it, she may not even be aware of it, but a woman always knows when a man has crossed into her emotional space. From that point forward, she watches you differently, listens differently, feels you differently, because now you are no longer just a presence in her life, you are a sensation in her body. And that is what makes a woman emotionally attached. Most men do not realize this, but women do not fall in love with men. They fall in love with how a man makes their nervous system feel. Calm, safe, wanted, seen. That is what keeps her awake at night thinking about you, not your looks, not your money, not your status, but the way her body softened when you were near. The way her breathing slowed, the way she felt held without being held, that is intimacy. And once a woman has felt that with you, she cannot easily feel it with anyone else. Her body has already chosen you as a place of comfort. This is why she starts doing things that seem irrational. She might check her phone more often. She might reply faster. She might create excuses to see you again, not because she is desperate, but because her nervous system is craving the feeling you gave her. That is how attachment works. And that is why this kind of connection is so rare. Most men rush, they talk too much, they push too hard, they never allow the woman's body to relax into them. So women stay emotionally closed. But when a man understands timing, when he understands presence, when he understands stillness, he becomes the kind of man women open themselves to. And opening is everything. Once a woman has opened to you in that way, she starts revealing more than just her neck. She reveals her fears, her doubts, her softness, because she feels safe with you. Safety is what creates desire that lasts, and that is why men who make women feel safe become unforgettable. She might try to move on, she might meet other men, but her body remembers. It remembers how it felt near you. That is why even after time passes, even after distance, she still feels something when she thinks of you. Because you touched her in a place that was not physical, you touched her emotional skin, and once that is touched, it never fully heals. That is the truth most people are afraid to say. Women are deeply emotional beings. They attach through sensation, and when a man enters her nervous system, he becomes part of her. That is why this kind of touch is sacred. It is not casual. It is not meaningless. It is a quiet promise between two bodies, a promise of trust. And when a woman gives you that trust, she is not playing, she is choosing. Once a woman has chosen you on that level, she does something very subtle. She starts to mirror you, the way you speak, the way you pause, the way you move. This is not coincidence. This is bonding. Her nervous system is syncing with yours. That is what humans do when they feel emotionally safe with someone. They attune. And when a woman attunes to you, she is no longer guarding herself. That is when you see her softer side, her vulnerable side, the side she hides from the world. She may tell you things she does not tell anyone else. She may become quiet around you in a way that feels intimate. Silence between two people can be uncomfortable, or it can be magnetic. When she is comfortable being silent with you, it means she trusts your presence. Trust is what keeps her emotionally attached. That small moment when she let you near her neck, that was the doorway. Everything after that is the house. Once inside, you see all of her, her doubts, her fears, her longing to be held without being taken. Most women do not want to be chased, they want to be understood. And when a man understands the language of her body, he becomes irreplaceable. That is why she starts thinking about you when she is alone. That is why she feels a strange ache when you are not around, because her nervous system connected to yours. And disconnection hurts. Even if she tries to be strong, even if she pretends she does not care, her body knows, it remembers. This is why some men are impossible to forget. Not because they were perfect, but because they made her feel something real. Something safe, something intimate. And intimacy is not about skin. It is about being emotionally seen. When you touch her neck with respect, with softness, with patience, you are telling her, I see your vulnerability and I will not hurt it. That message goes deeper than any compliment. It reaches her heart, and once a woman's heart opens, it does not easily close again. That is why she becomes emotionally loyal, why she cares, why she worries about losing you, because she has already given you a part of herself, and people protect what they give. So if a woman lets you touch that place, if she leans into you, if she stays, do not take it lightly. She is not just letting you touch her, she is trusting you with her emotional safety. And that is the deepest form of intimacy there is. Thanks for watching.